By 2051, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Just boost the audio volume a bit there so I can hear the moves. Opponent 1500 games of rapid, I've just gone through 1000. 2000 blitz as well, so we're quite similar rated. Okay, let's play the Reti opening, that's this position. This, you normally do this and this, just as a guide. I'll just click my heater back on there, but it's actually not a bad day here today. Players knight up. We're playing quite quickly, aren't we? Let's castle. Now we need to try and come up with a plan. Bishop up is the common sense move. Maybe here, depending on what black does. But he'll probably do something similar. Get castled and then worry about what to do. He launches forward, though. I think I'm going to actually take a centre pawn then. He'll probably take back, which he does. Now, I could go here and try and trade this bishop off. If down, I can always drop back or go here. So I'm not worried about that. So I've got this or this. Do I want to trade the bishop here? Down, I can jump forward. Oh, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? If he comes here, I can just jump in and hit the knight and the bishop. I get something off the board. So he's played the bishop up instead. So we can still go here and trade. We haven't actually really wasted a move. How am I going to do it? I can go here as well and knight up. It's the same kind of thing. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to charge the centre and just knight in when he pushes forward. I'm still guarding the pawn here. So I think here, knight up looks fine. Knight takes would blunder. Bishop takes, I'd be happy to get rid of his bishop, even if I lose the pawn. Still got to try and spend a few seconds on it and try and work it out. I could just drop back. Oh yeah, he has to take the knight first. So I think I must go with a pawn here, right? Then if he pushes, I can take. If he takes, I can take. So let's take back there. So again, we're threatening just to take a pawn, say castles now. And then we would hit two pieces. I guess he could just take back though. Take, knight takes probably. Then we can push, hit the pawn, hit the piece. Let's just see what our opponent does and then worry about our move when it's our move, shall we? Oh, he has actually gone for that line with castling. So if we take and trade things off here, we've got an isolated pawn. Now, it could win the game or it could be a pawn for us. It's got to be right to take though, hasn't it? Surely. Now, if he goes with the knight, take, bishop takes, I'm going to lose an exchange. So here goes with the knight. Pawn up, knight down. I think we can safely take. But can we? I don't want to do this and allow this down. That's just bad. So I don't think I've got many other moves. I've got rook across down. Take, though. That would be good. So I've got a rook move, but he can simply match it. So I'm not gaining a lot there. Knight up restricts this, so he can then take, and it's a bit awkward. And knight here, you don't want to go there. So on that basis, I'm going to take the pawn. Bishop makes it easier to just trade here. That's what he's gone for. So what do we do? I guess we need to trade, don't we? Knight here and up and then see where he goes. Or I can get the knight up. But it's got to be right, I think, to push here and try and release my bishop. So let's push there and attack the knight and release the bishop. No, okay, right now 2 attack it, 2 defend it, so he's fine. So I need to get a square for my knight. So I assume I want to go to maybe f3 here. Get the queen moved and connect the rooks. Get the knight on f3. Natural square. If he comes forward immediately, we can jump up, of course, but even if we win this pawn, though, we've got doubled up pawns. We'd be a pawn up, but they're doubled up, so it's maybe advantage black right now. Let's check after the game. I mean, engine language might be a little bit different, but black's up a minute on the clock as well. Alright, excuse me. So what do we want to do? I think knight f3, I don't have many other moves there, do I? There's no other squares to go to. I don't want to push here right now. I want to find a square for the queen and then get the rooks active. So our pawn has gone here, so knight up, takes, rook takes, maybe rook across, or maybe this could be a bit uncomfortable, but right now we're fine. So maybe I do this and this. So what if I go here and he pushes down? Yeah, I don't like the look of that. So queen up, knight in. I can jump forward maybe. I like queen up here. I'm going to play queen forward. I'm burning a lot of time though. I'm trying to get my rooks into the game now. Opponent's going to do the same thing as well. I'm looking for a square for my queen somewhere. And maybe this at the right moment. But right now here, I think he can do this. And it kind of means my pawns are then much more awkward to defend. Knight down here, I can maybe kick the knight. So he has indeed gone there. So what about rook across here to do this? I think I'm going to do that. Again, I'm a minute down on the clock, so I can't afford to spend time thinking every move. Some moves you just got to make moves. I'd like to do this and this, but like I say, I'm still concerned about this move. And how do I get my bishop into the game? He's got both his knights active. My bishop is just defending. So he has come forward. So queen back is the logical reply here, or maybe here. Can I get forward and get adventurous? Here, takes. I mean, I guess you could even go here. But here, no. I think I have to drop back. But if I get a tempo attacking the knight, then I've got an extra move to push the other pawn. So here and here before he gets a5. He could just do a5 now, I guess. Then I've got a slight issue to deal with. He's played his knight in. Okay, so what's the idea? He wants to go here. That's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? That's a bit of a problem. Might not be able to deal with this. So here, knight down. Here, say, I guess the knight could come in. So here, knight in. Here, if he was to take and I take here, then the knight is trapped. So here, knight in here. If he takes here, I get two knights rook, so that would be good. So here, sorry, here, knight in here. Knight in here, I go here. And the same thing, if he takes here, I'd have to take this one. But that knight is still trapped, right? But there's a back rank potential issue. Knight forward could be a move, allowing this. No, I don't like that. I'm going to hit the knight. I'm just going to trust my instincts. They might be wrong. If they're wrong, they're wrong. We'll just move on to another game. It's just, do I give up aggressively in exchange here and try and get forward instead of going after two knights? But here, queen forward. If he takes here, my idea is to take this one and try and trap this one. But it might not actually be trapped, or he might cause a lot of damage in the process. Takes, rook takes. Back rank is covered, but it's very, very uncomfortable, isn't it? Very uncomfortable. That's the move I'm expecting. And I've got this, or I've got this. Here gets me out of the firing line. Yeah, he's dropped back, logical, so he's still got this threat. Bit of a problem. If I go here, that's an issue, but I think I kind of have to. I could go here, kind of, but I think I need to go here. This rook is stuck defending now. I've got a slight problem here. And again, he's still got this move to fix these pawns. I might go here and give away my extra pawn here to open my bishop up. Knight takes, pawn takes, say rook takes, but it maybe potentially activates my bishop. Might be worth considering. Or here, actually, to challenge the knight. If knight takes, advance the pawn. Well, he headed that off, so that's the option then, isn't it? So here, knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes, or pawn takes. It simplifies it, but let's push the pawn first before he plays a5. Okay, he's pushed there now. So now I think I'm ready for this idea. I'm going to give away a pawn. Actually, let's not pre-move, because I do have this option as well, technically. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes. And then we have a target. We might not get to it, but we have a target. Oh, I've just missed that. Moved out the way. I've moved out the way, and queen up doesn't work, does it? Because he's got knight takes. Pawn takes. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, but it doesn't work. He's got knight takes, and the game's finished. This game's just finished, isn't it? Hmm. So he takes there. Can I... Actually, he's allowed me to take the pawn. Why did he do that? Why didn't he take this first? So if I take here, if he goes here, I can check. If he goes here, I can't. That's a problem. So if I go here, I attack his rook. But I don't have a follow-up. So I can at least grab a pawn and then take back. But I might be able to check and collect, right? Has he made a mistake there? Because if he goes here, I can just check here. I don't think he'll want a draw, but I might have a draw. Because if he goes to the corner, I check here. So that allows me to go here, right? I mean, I could take here as well. But I can check here and collect. It might just be a temporary thing, but I can collect here, right? Now, do I go with the rook or the bishop? Because the bishop here, I can go here. I like the idea of that. Threatening to go here. Suddenly, we cover the rook coming in. Yeah, he could have taken the other one first, and it was resignable just about. If I can just keep these and not get them trapped, like is the queen trapped right now? Here, here. No, there, I just go here. My knight covers them too. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. But I'm threatening bishop up in a dangerous discovery. And he doesn't have the rook to this key square to attack f2. Now, can he deal with this issue? But if I could even get my knight back and get my queen back and keep it. He has got that move to deal with this issue. So is there anything better now for me? Take dangerous, because he's got this, but I'm looking at just dropping back. But here, knight takes, pawn takes, queen or rook takes. I've then got bishop up potentially. But is sacrificing a move here? I'm still nearly 2 minutes down. Take, take, knight up. And I think he still has to sack, but he can sack. So there's no other way to get this in, is there? If I go back here, takes, takes. I have a feeling this sacrifice is probably good. But it's risky. It allows his rook in down the back. Well, here, here, here. I don't have quite enough to checkmate with, do I? But I'm threatening a dangerous check, but he can pin. So I don't think I can risk it, so I'm going to go here. I expect knight takes quickly and I'll take back, but I won't pre-move in case he... Well, I suppose if he does rook, I take anyway. So it's probably a safe pre-move. And I'm threatening a check if he attacks the queen. I'm threatening a check here as well with this, so yeah, I think he's got to take. So take, but can I activate a rook now? I guess he'll go with his queen, but if he does, I've got my bishop check. Then rook forward maybe, and check I step up. I'm so far down on the clock. And I'm still an exchange down anyway, aren't I? But it should have been worse. Should have been worse. I'm still basically essentially lost. So he has indeed gone after the queen there. I just didn't see that. So I can't go here, can I? I simply didn't see that move. No, he's played it just to perfection, actually, hasn't he? Perfection. Yeah, the game is actually lost here. There is no moves for me here. I simply didn't see that. Let's go here, just get the game over with. Check. Here is forced, I don't have to think. Check. Pretend to defend for one move, but there's no counterpunch whatsoever. So why is he even thinking that? He's only really got one move. I mean, is he going to go with a rook? I guess I'd have bishop check if he did that. Here, check, and if he takes, I can take. So I've only got one legal move there. Here, I guess I have to block. I mean, I could come back, but bishop blocks. So if I go back, he's got a check and he wins the rook, so I have to block. Now he attacks the rook. And I've got nothing, have I? There's no counterplay whatsoever. if I go forward here, he's got a check and it's just checkmate, right? So there's no other option there. So let's play rook across. Yeah, no, the game's over, isn't it? It's just somebody who I can't compete with, somebody who's too strong for me. And I had a dodgy account in the game I tried to play before this one. It's the only reason I'm playing this game as well. Indeed, this one is finished. Finished, kaput. Let's just grab a pawn there. We've got a pretend check, but it's not really a threat, is it? He just goes back and I can't get my queen in as well. Pawn down, check. King moves. I'm not even threatening to win the pawn. So just run your pawn down. I mean, maybe I can queen check and trade, but I'm too far down on the clock. It's nothing. Here, takes, check, back. Yeah, the game's finished. The game's finished. He's far too strong for me, isn't he? Yeah, I can't be bothered playing this one. Let's take a quick look at how this game actually ended. So they're the move times for both players there. That's the analysis, 76 versus 79 on the accuracy. Opponent did actually blunder this one. We've both blundered lots and lots in this game. Not a very good game from a quality point of view, but well done to our opponent, getting themselves a good win. Again, you'll see this sort of opening in lots of my games, this general type of setup. H3 we should have played there. Bishop takes was a blunder. E takes back was alright. So you can see my opening play on the whole not too bad, but I'm only playing the same openings really a bit too much on it, not experimenting enough. And then we just go wrong here. Well, our opponent actually goes wrong first. Yeah, here it was actually a blunder there. So no, it was that I've gone wrong first. That's right. Knight forward was the blunder. I should have played queen up here instead of going here. By doing that, I've allowed this knight move in, which I'd just forgotten about. I'd already seen it and forgotten. And I should have taken here first. And obviously, if you take us, we take your queen. So you take back. But then here, opponent's blundered by taking that rook instead of taking this knight here. So this was all good. And then here, instead of dropping the knight back, I should have taken the pawn and double attacked this knight, leaving this one hanging. That's what I should have done. And instead I've just blundered the game away. And obviously I'm getting so low on time now, I've just basically given up on playing this one. Thought, no, it's time to just resign and move on. Apparently in this final position, that's a blunder. And the game is still fightable in engine language, but I'm so far down on the clock I can't really do much here. So this is the line. Let's play it. So this is the line apparently that we needed to try and do, you know, but obviously we're getting so low on time here that there wasn't really too much else to be done there. So well done to our opponent.